A win for Team Canada and a win for Canadians. Canada clinched the Four Nations face-off final in overtime last night with a 3-2 victory over the United States. It was a big moment for Canadians and Winnipeggers, especially given the tensions between Canada and the U.S. off the ice. With more on this, CTV's Danton Unger joins us now in studio. So, Danton, how are folks around Winnipeg feeling tonight?
Well, proud, Marilee. That was the sentiment many fans shared with CTV News, both here in Winnipeg and south of the border. It was the road trip of a lifetime for Brian Hanna and his buddies.
Unlike any atmosphere, environment that I think any of us have ever really been a part of.
The longtime friends of Winnipeg-born Team Canada forward Seth Jarvis piled into the car and drove 30 hours from Winnipeg to Boston, all to see this moment.
Obviously, it's an immense amount of pride. It was super cool.
The excitement bubbling over here in Winnipeg as fans at the Silver Heights Restaurant and Lounge cheered on Canada.
It was wild in here. The whole place just lit up and everyone's screaming and, high-fiving. It was just, it feels like we needed that,
But even before the puck dropped, that Canadian pride was on display. In this moment of protest by Winnipeg-born Chantal Kreviazuk singing Canada's national anthem with a slight twist. A message to U.S. President Donald Trump over his 51st state comments, and a sentiment shared by Canada's Minister of Sport, echoing the words of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
You can't take our country, and you can't take our game.
That enthusiasm felt on the streets of Winnipeg.
It always feels great to kick the USA's butt, but it feels even better this time around.
And even from some visitors south of the border.
Actually, from Pennsylvania in the U.S., we're in this world where things are kind of back and forth between Canada and U.S., so seeing something like that brings us together, and it just kind of reminds us, this game we love, it's great.
For Hanna and his friends, now on the road back to Winnipeg, this moment is one they'll never forget.
It was cool to be a part of history, and this is Canadian history now.
Brian Hanna and the rest of his crew say they met up with Jarvis after the game, gave him a hug, and told him in person how proud they were.
Danton, Seth Jarvis wasn't the only hometown connection on Team Canada. Who else did Manitoba have to cheer on?
Well, along with Jarvis, there was forward Mark Stone from Winnipeg and defenseman Travis Sanheim from Elkhorn. And though he may not be Winnipeg-born, we had Jets defenseman Josh Morrissey on the roster as well.